everybody. Welcome back to another episode of the Carefree Black Girl podcast, where we talk about everything carefree, black, and
girl.
Like the girl said. I'm your girl, Hazel Harvey, out the mix, out the way, baby, minding my biz. And Phoenix, can we get another Happy Black History Month?
Big Solon up in here, still Black History Month. Black 365, Black History Day.
Introduce yourself, Doctor.
Shout out to Whitney. We need a Black History year.
She's on timing this year, and I love it.
Come on, introduce yourself, Mrs. Zorks.
I am Dr. Phoenix Lux, your favorite fantasy baddie and Thera Fairy, and I am going to pass it off to Big Liz, not the little one.
Big Liz, not the little one. It is your girl, Leslie Latrice, your favorite veteran turned entrepreneur. And I'm going to pass it off to Jazz, period.
Hey, y'all. It is me, Jasmine Taylor TV, and I'm back here with Carefree Black Girl, my sisters, my friends, my loves. I love y'all. But you know what? I did want to just jump right in because I felt so inspired a few days ago when I went on Instagram and I saw that Angel Reese retired her mother. Mm-hmm. Angel Reese is 22 years old. First and foremost.
Let's go ahead and get my girl.
Right.
22.
She's 22. Even before that, she's a junior. So that even makes this moment even more special. Okay. Her mother birthed her. Mm-hmm. Now her baby girl retired her. Her mother could not believe it. I don't know if you ladies saw the clip. So anywho.
I did.
Yeah. So her mother was sitting down with her and she said, listen, I know you said you don't want to stop working or whatever. Because, you know, moms, they don't want to never stop working. Even if they retire, they're going to still want to work of some sort. And Angel Reese said, listen, I paid off your mortgage and you don't have to work anymore. What do you want to do? She said, unless you want to. And I love that. I feel like that's most of our goals. Yes. Oh, yeah. To want to retire someone who paid that, you know, factor in your life, at least with me, you know.
Yeah, for sure.
So shout out to Angel Reese for being our Carefree Black Girl of the Week. Okay?
Yes. Shout out to her.
Girl.
The girl to watch right now is Miss TikTok, the funeral they had for her before she came back. Wait. They gave her a name. They gave her TikTokiana.
Wait, they named her Taseki?
They did name her something.
They did. So she's
like, well, what did we say?
She is the girl to watch. It is currently ongoing.
TikTok.
Not y'all done gave her a gender.
Right.
Not y'all done gave her a gender.
TikTokiana.
Always.
Yeah, so she was banned for a couple of hours. It had, you know, for some of us TikTokers, it was a little stressful. And they took CapCut and they took Lemonade.
That was the part that I think was surprising to a lot of people, was when they took down the sister app, Lemonade, and then also CapCut, which a lot of people use, i.e. me.
Maybe the government said, all of you will be dealt with.
Lights off.
What blew mine was when it shut down and we tried to log on and it was like, you know, President Trump. And then when it got back up and running, it was like, well, thank you to President Trump.
A problem he started
and then came back as
But be mindful that this ban, we only had, like, it was only lifted for a few days. Yeah, for some days. So
months,
let's see how, I think they're waiting for a U.S. buyer.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and see, this is the most complex part. It wasn't that they didn't TikTok ByteDance, the parent company, didn't want to sell. So just so people to understand, they are not suing TikTok themselves, but Oracle. And that's the company that houses our data. Mm-hmm. So people should know all of our data is already over here. Mm-hmm. So now they want someone to buy it. And the reason why this is a problem, because there are few men who are billionaires that want to get the algorithm that TikTok has. So that's what's really important here. So it's really a money game. So
I never thought it was nothing else.
And this is the crazy part. They weren't even saying that they wouldn't sell it. They said, we need a little more time. And so the money men like, no, you got to give it to us right now.
Damn.
Give me your data. So that's what they're kind of doing right now. And so I think this is an important time for people to really, really, you can look up the bills and the executive orders. And then I also think it's important for people to remember an executive order is not and then it happens. Yeah. It's more of what the president intends to do, what he wants to do, and he wants the Senate and the House to kind of figure out a way to get it done. So even though he's signing these things, you know, just passing them along,
it's not implemented at the moment.
Yeah, like it's we still have time. But what's very important is being very intentional where you get your information. Go and actually look at some of these bills. Some of them, like the TikTok ban, they amended it. It's not even that long. It's like a paragraph. You can see exactly what they're doing. And let's not let that quote Malcolm X said be true. If you want to hide something, you can hide it in the book. Read those books. Look into those websites and look at what they're doing. Because what is happening is the more we have our data be capitalized, the more vulnerable and exposed we are. So it's a very conversation to have outside of just it being like, oh, they're taking away a dance app. Yeah. No, you want to make sure that they're not buying all of your data and constantly selling it, and they're not even giving you a little change.
But that's a good point, though, because a lot of creators, like, baby, I've seen so many videos of creators crying because TikTok was about to be banned, and that was like their money stream. And in some ways I sympathize, and in other ways I'm like, none of these apps are owned by us. So us making a living off of what somebody else can control is a bit wild. And I think that you have to do things. If this is what you're risking it on, you definitely got to have your buffer, which is like, for me and those in the creator industry, I recommend is having your own domain, which is your own website, having your own email server so you can start to send stuff out, even if these platforms decide they don't want to work in the U.S. anymore or in places where you at. Like, you got to protect yourself in these situations too, or try to, you know what I'm saying? Like, put things in place so that you can. But I think it really affected a lot of those creators who didn't like have a backup plan, and that's just a lesson learned. They got it back, but baby, I hope they working hard these next 75 or so, however many days. That this will be? Yeah.
So like you mentioned things affecting creators on social media. How do you feel about Elon removing like hashtags off of Twitter? Well, X, excuse me.
Yeah, I don't care because I don't use X anymore. So
Yeah,
I don't really. I mean, but I get it. I mean, just personally, I don't use the platform. It just doesn't bring to me the things that I want to consume, and I just refuse to like get on there and try to make that thing work for me. It's just already uncensored, you know. And not that it needs to be, not that it doesn't need to be, but it's getting a little stupid at this point.
I'm just a little confused because y'all know I be in and out the media. So like, why is he taking away hashtags? Because to me,
they look ugly.
He said he didn't like the way they look, but also,
so why is it the top? So my personal opinion is why is it the top of conversation? It's just the owner.
Well, it's less about that. He could say that, but hashtags allow people to find community. For example, hashtag CareFreeBlackGirl. You hashtag us, you're gonna
see
us.
all the stuff.
But then if you take that away and all the black fembies and black girls are looking for us, it makes it a little harder for us to connect.
Yeah, I agree.
And so it is a way to divide us, and that was another issue with TikTok. The algorithm allowed people to create community and share information that wasn't controlled by the government, and they don't like that because people were getting news faster than they could curate it or PR it, so to speak. If somebody's live on the scene and seeing things, it's a lot harder to spin the story.
And now we have Meta removing fact checking.
Yeah,
I don't appreciate it. Like, why would you? I don't know. Like you just said, people just see something, a headline, and they'll run with it. They'll run with it.
I encourage people to make sure that even though social media has become incredibly important to us, to make sure that you are also organizing offline and make sure you're also buying hard copy books as they are deleting things and taking things and changing websites and making claims about holidays they just discovered. Make sure you're getting hard copy books and organizing offline as well, so that you can still stay connected. And I think that's what the biggest conversation is to make sure that you are aware of what's going on. You know what an executive order is. You know what rights are coming up or they're trying to attack. And that gives you time to organize.
And prepare,
Wow, but this also like the TikTok ban was a little shock to me too, because y'all remember that time. Like honestly, I was young, so I didn't know like if this was like an announcement or anything. But when Vine disappeared, I don't think it got banned. I think it just disappeared. It just like disappeared. It wasn't like a shutdown. It was just like it disappeared. So that's what this TikTok ban reminded me of, like when Vine was like just disappear. Like I don't remember hearing nothing about it because I was so young. I just opened the app and actually I think I just opened my phone. It wasn't there.
It was like once Instagram got video. Then it was like there was no need for Vine.
Yeah,
anymore.
I think it was more of a competitive thing.
Yeah.
I think TikTok's ban is a little larger because we are
Yeah.
now seeing it used to be a separation of church and state, but we're not seeing a separation of state and money, and it's collapsing. So we have like 3 billionaires that's like, ayo, we want that data. And now it's changing what we can and can't do.
And let's talk about these new apps because, like, I'm hearing this like red note, sticky note. Like, what's going on with this? I know. I'm like, I don't know.
It's to me, it's a the app I guess is based in China, right?
Yeah.
And that's the other thing for me is like out of I guess spite, right? A lot of creators and other people are transferring to this Red Note app. Yeah. Just for me, I feel like you are risking that too. You're gonna go over there, you're gonna build a community, and they gonna latch onto that one and then ban that one too. So for me, I'm like, I gotta stick with the ones, you know what I'm saying? Like we already know.
Not
you
in
know,
danger,
and that's why you'll find me on YouTube because YouTube has always been consistent for me, at least compared to other apps. Like
Correct.
Auntie tired. I can't be hot app hopping. I got one more in me.
Yeah.
TikTok go, then
I was gonna say I'm right there with you.
I'm tired,
like I've been on
know.
the site since like Skonex and
Since
stuff.
Bebo.
Like I never got on Bebo.
Since
That was
Bebo.
not my thing.
Bebo. Like
I don't even know what that
some
is,
of our
for
listeners
real.
like, who?
yes, Bebo.
Yeah,
I
see,
used to be on.
I've been
I don't
even
know what
before
that is.
Bebo when we was on Yahoo Messenger
And AOL,
clicking.
girl.
I come from a time where we had to dial up our internet, so we've been doing the social thing for a long time.
Yeah.
Auntie is tired, so
And I wasn't
can't.
gonna give my information to Red Note. It's like I already see what y'all doing with TikTok. I ain't gonna give y'all my information to
I'm
Red
just
Note
not-
either.
it's not- it's
Like I'm over it.
interesting now.
I'm
Yeah.
tired of no.
It's and I like very much to Leslie's point. I think people getting their own domains and going back to having ownership at a time when they're trying to like collapse all these things is very important. So if the things just collapse, then I'm gonna get my little website and y'all can find me in my little corner with my elf ears because I can't keep hopping on these apps. It was hard enough for me to learn the lip syncing for TikTok when I first got started. I thought it did it for you because I'm old.
You thought they did the lip sync?
Yeah, I thought I thought it's just gonna automatically line up, and I was like, oh shit.
Oh my god.
I will say, I really love how you said, baby, like, get these hard copy books. And I want to say that too, like, as y'all know, last episode I talked about, like, I'm on a personal social media hiatus and things like that. Like, baby, what I was hearing in the streets was like, oh my God, like TikTok going, like, how am I going to know how to cook? Who am I going to, like, listen to, like, their stories,
good
X, Y, and Z?
research, yeah.
Baby, pick up a book. Baby, pick up a phone and call your aunties and your grandmas that
Get
know
a
how to
library
get down
card.
in that kitchen. Talk about some, TikTok taught me all these things, X, Y, and Z. Baby, talk to your parents, talk to your family members. Y'all going to a lady on a social media app that's give you advice, and baby, she'll know what you got going on.
Oh
She'll
my
know
And they
that.
be trash too. They don't tell you how many the measurements or nothing. Y'all just
Well,
ain't
sometimes
bringing
it be looking aesthetically pleasing,
Yeah,
but
they
it be
just say
nasty.
that.
Thank
Disgusting.
you.
Too high for that.
Disgusting.
Yeah,
Thank
TikTok
you.
is a lot for me.
Pick
so
up
even
a
when it comes
book,
to that.
pick up a phone, like a telephone, and ring the phone and call those people. Because it's a lot of people in this world that know more than TikTok.
Yes, and to wrap it up, you guys, we're going to keep our eye on TikTok's shaky future, but the moral of this story is know your rights and just don't get the little pieces. Get to
Yeah.
the meat. Know these executive orders.
Do that research.
Don't let them overwhelm you because remember, an executive order is just his intent. That still gives you time off of these apps to stay dangerous
Yes,
and
to
organized.
also wrap it up because we did not get to speak on this too, but to all my girls and my girls, the girls that know, stay safe, stay well, and stay like just physically and mentally well through these changes. As y'all know, baby, according to the people, they call it the LGB now. The T is dropped. So, just stay safe and just stay well in this time of frame that we are in. I trust in God that we will get through what we need to get through. I don't let none of these people fear me or shook me. So I'm just praying for y'all just to stay mentally and physically well throughout this process of our community being attacked and being looked down on. In Jesus' name we pray.
Amen. All right, y'all. So now we are going to get into our Hot or Not segment where we talk about things in the culture, movies, artists, whoever, songs too. We talk about all the things where we discuss whether it's hot, like are the girls feeling it? Is it spicy, like sizzling type vibes? And then if it's not, like baby, it's a no for us. Okay, like we not feeling that stuff. So we got 3 topics for you guys. The first one is Get Millie Black, which is a TV show on, is it on Max? It's on Max. A TV show on Max basically about a woman who returns back to Jamaica. She's a cop. She is searching for her sister and in turn gets assigned a case where she's investigating a missing child, which leads into a way deeper story, which we're going to talk about a little bit maybe when we do the hot or not. But really good series in my opinion, but I'm going to go ahead and do the hot or not in count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Hot.
Spicy.
I haven't got to watch it yet.
Okay.
Spicy.
Very spicy. Tell us how spicy it is. How is that?
When you talk about edge of your seat. Edge of your seat, like what is going on? Like the amount of people that was just in some dirty laundry, it was dirty, guys.
Right.
It was dirty, guys. So yeah, the show was really great for me. I did not expect it to be like so craziness and like edge of my seat. Like I actually binged it the whole night. I don't binge watch, but I binged it the whole night. And so yeah, it was just really good. I really enjoyed my favorite part. I love storytelling. Storytelling is so amazing. When people do it right, they do it right. And so getting the perspectives and point of views of almost each character of the show was amazing. Yes. Like a little, no, I'm not gonna say that, but somebody who was really like a villain, like I was like, oh, you're a villain. Like I just know, like I don't trust people, and I know he's an op. And so when he finally goes into his explanation of how he became an op, you know, it was like, wow, like okay, this is more deeper than everything, and just it was a great show. I definitely recommend everyone watching, tuning in, especially if thriller, action is mystery, suspense is your tease. Oh, you might not think it's gonna be that great, but. Chef's kiss.
No, it's good.
But yeah, and so but shout out to the creator as well. I think Phoenix.
Marlon James, shout out to him. I haven't seen the show only because I'm broke and I ain't got HBO Max. But when I heard,
girl, girl, you see, we black, we Black History Month. We know we share passwords like nothing. Netflix been trying to stop our bag for years.
Really been trying to stop it.
Okay,
listen,
this on Max. Okay?
Listen, but Marlon James, the way his mind works, like he wrote one of my favorite all-time books, Book of the Night Women. So it talks about hoodoo, basically black slave women who basically rose and resisted their masters in a very vibrant way. So he had you really, the way he explains things, it's like you're sitting in the room as the scene is happening. He also does black fantasy as well. So I'm not surprised to hear that from you guys, because I just remember when he was announcing that he was going to continue writing books and stuff after I read Book of the Night Woman years ago, and I just couldn't wait because he is so descriptive in his books, down to the characters' smells, their facial reactions, their scars.
Well, Get Millie Black definitely was descriptive.
Yeah, so he really is
very
like
detailed.
that, and I really like you. Check out some of his books, check out the show, but I really want us to, because we complain a lot, especially when we're like, where are our voices? Where are our voices? We need more of these stories. it's not that we don't have them, you guys, but they make it, like we talked about, really hard for us to find each other. So now that you heard it from us, watch Get Millie Black, buy his books, and big him up. It's Black History Month. If you don't do it, you're racist.
I might say.
I'm dead. You got anything on it, Jazz?
I do want to rewatch it. I watched I watched it a little bit, but I do want to rewatch it. The few episodes that I was able to watch. Yeah. It was very interesting. But unfortunately, I was cuddling, so I fell asleep. I can't watch certain things when I'm laid
I
up.
understand.
I can't.
It's usually one of the
I get the
others.
kitchen start being played with back there. I'm going to sleep. So I have to rewatch it. But from what I did watch, I enjoyed it. So I know it's nothing for me to watch it again for sure.
So from the Carefree Black Girls, we definitely thought it was a hot and spicy TV series. So y'all be sure to check it out. And now we're gonna go to the next movie. Okay, guys. Yes. This has it's giving me all the feels, all the vibes. It is 6888 by Tyler Perry with my girl Kerry Washington. Okay, like this movie is basically about a battalion, all black female battalion who has trained very hard during World War II, I believe. And at this time in World War II, there was millions, and I mean millions of pieces of mails and letters from soldiers and, from soldiers and from their, significant others that they had no access to. Morale was definitely down, like at an all-time low, and I can speak to and attest to that experience myself. But this battalion was then finally, given orders to facilitate in this mission, and they were hit with a lot of adversity. But, I'm going to let y'all watch it. But I just want to tell y'all a little bit about it, and if you haven't seen it, especially if you're a veteran or you're active duty, all the things, this is a movie to see for sure.
As soon as I finished watching it, I think I wrote in a group chat, Leslie, thank you. I think I wrote in a group chat, thank you. Yeah.
You're welcome, girl.
Yeah, just thank you. But that's nothing that I've experienced, of course. I didn't serve, but just watching something simple, like it's little things that go over our heads. Something as male, that played a crucial part, and I don't know. I cried a few times. No, it was an emotional roller coaster because I'm not a veteran or anything. Yeah. So like knowing the different roles, especially something like that. Remember, she didn't want to be a male lady. That's how she looked at it in the beginning, but after a while, she's like, hold on. And then just even still, the men trying to diminish the task, the goals.
The history.
I just got to watch it.
But you like it, so you think it's hot.
Absolutely.
Hot. What about you, Hazel? Oh, Lord.
I ain't been on my Black History Zoom yet, y'all, but work with me. I'm going to get there. I'm going to get there.
I will say it's on my Black History Thon. It's on my Black History Thon option.
I'm gonna hold y'all to it.
But I slept on it, and for real, for me, it was like I kind of saw the trailer and the teaser, and I was just like,
that was me too.
Because something about like black, like something about old black movies.
I feel it.
It'd be like because especially like the slave movies and things like that. I just be like, I'd be over that. We going into the racial stuff. Oh my Lord. Yeah, I'm just and it also on it, we've talked about it before too here. Tyler Perry. I was like, Tyler Perry going.
He did his big one.
Tyler Perry going this deep. I was like, So I slept on it, but it's Black History Month, so I will pay homage and go watch it. But for me, when I first released, it was just like, this ain't my topic. This ain't my style. Them trailers kind of
strayed me away.
Yeah, I was just like, I just don't want this to be that. So you know what? I'm gonna just sleep on it, and then when people stop talking about it, I'll watch it.
I didn't feel I wanted to see it simply because I guess the way my FYP was, I saw a couple of people who were like extras.
Yeah.
And their POV from being in the uniform and stuff. So the Black Joy, I was excited to see it, but like I said, I ain't been on myself. I just kind of got a little messy, but I do want to watch it because I actually, in my doc program, I did a little project on Black women's veterans and just their experiences. It's something that we don't hear a lot about, the nuances of it. So I do want to watch it. And that's why I was wondering how you felt watching it as a veteran.
I think a lot of moments for me, were very relatable, which caused me to get very emotional because, you know, like within history, like things like slavery and Jim Crow and all of these things are just regurgitated just in different ways. And so I think that it's definitely still something that happens even to this day, as far as, I guess, in some cases, women being counted out before, you know, heck, in 2015 was the last, two branches in the military to welcome women. That's 2018. Welcome women so that they can serve in that field.
Wow.
And we're still in that age where women, especially Black women, are not treated as humans. And then, you know, their performance being based off of merit and not other factors that are irrelevant to how they do their jobs. So, yeah, I loved it, just mainly because I really like you said, Hazel, storytelling. I like movies that are based off of true events, like things that we know actually happen. Like these women are super resilient, and they're just like a good...
Some of the women are still living.
Inspiration, yeah.
Remember, some of the women are still living.
Yeah, some definitely are, and that's what I'm saying. Like, y'all really should watch it because it even it shows you the women who actually were in the battalion and pictures of them and you know, their accomplishments and stuff like that, and even live video footage from back then.
Wow.
Yes, that shows the same depictions as the current video. It was a really good movie for me. Like, I'm a movie girl, and this is in my top 10, like my top 10. It take a lot to get to the top 10, and I'll watch that, you know, over and over. So,
what's your number 2?
My number 2 is is Baps. Number 1 is Life.
Oh, word.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just like funny movies, but like Black people, like
shout
relatable,
out to all of that. Black woman vets, and especially if you're in there now during these time frames.
Child, more power to each.
Praying and appreciating you and your service.
Yes, thank you guys.
Absolutely.
So our last one for Hot or Not is Ratchet TV. Okay, so this is reminding me of, like, you know, think Ratchet TV, think things like on the Zeus network, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, everybody got subscriptions, okay, but I get my little share on TikTok and the things, but you know, but we're gonna do this, okay? Hot or Not? 1, 2, 3.
Hell no.
Not.
Hell no.
Not.
But why, Hazel? But why?
Girl, Ratchet. And it's so sad because it's like, when you think about it, reality TV, it has not always been pretty, right? It has not always been pretty. But the fact that we have gone to a stage where we talk about, like, Ratchet TV is just about crazy. Because don't get me wrong, we had tussles. And before this Ratchet TV era, we had tussles. Don't get me wrong. But for me, it was just more like... It was just more natural. It was more like, you know, like, it was, I guess what we'll call it is ghetto. Because ghetto's not really bad, y'all. Ghetto's not that bad. Like, we ghetto, but, like, we also got a little bit of decorum and things like that. Yeah. When you go to Ratchet, it's like, the stigma is kind of just like, y'all just the gutter ball. Y'all just don't care about nothing. But for me, if we talk about Ratchet TV, we are just specifically talking about, like, I could say it, the Black-owned TV networks, correct?
I wouldn't say just Black-owned, but I know.
Because would you consider like VH1, MTV?
Well, they're not.
Ratchet.
Love and Hip Hop, I consider it Ratchet TV.
Yeah, I consider it Ratchet TV, but I give them a little more leeway. Mona Scott Young is a Black woman. She's exploitative. I think my major issue with Zeus is probably the person who's running it. Yeah, is a man who is exploiting these young women. Yeah. I don't know if the allegations that are out there are true, but I do know that he got his entertainment, know-how from being a part of a big church, like his family, doing like evangelical TV and stuff, Lemmy. And so for me, as a therapist, a researcher, a political troublemaker, if you will, I don't really necessarily like that because it would be different if they came together and they want to show their own story and they want to box each other out because it would be a sort of authenticity.
Yeah.
But for him to manipulate these people and you come from the church, it creates a bigger issue when people be like, why people leaving the church? Because you took your know-how that you got from your family and you put a bunch of young black girls in a pen. And you're making money off of it. Like, these girls be getting their heads not loose.
That's their decision.
Yeah, it is, but I don't think he should.
He don't tell them how to act. When they come to TV, you act. That's how you act.
But that's
they edit it.
But
You're
they are
doing
also
that.
casting for these.
They
women.
cast,
so,
and
like,
you
let's
also
not
get
make it
paid
seem
more
like
for
it's
turning
Do
it
y'all
up.
see them casting? Those girls go on those auditions specifically ready to take their wigs.
but
They're
you get-
doing that on. That's what
Yeah,
they're
but
doing.
they are young girls, and
No,
they get
I'm not-
paid more for turning up. And secondly, he is exploiting people who like Krishan Rock. When you look at how bad her life is, some people will do anything to get out of that. And for you to exploit that,
That's not his. He's not her father.
He
He's
don't
a
have to
business
be her
person.
father, but
you know,
it's
I'm gonna be
nasty
devil
work.
advocate. It is. So how I look at it is, when it comes to ratchet TV, I don't like it. Like, if I do watch it, I have to have the mental capacity for it because it's too much for my soul. Like, all the fighting, all the screaming, that yelling all for the 45 minutes. I gotta watch and listen to that for 45 minutes. It's disgusting. You bitches need to heal. That's how I feel. However, when it comes to what we are seeing, I do know for a fact that it's editors making certain things, but it's what you put out there. If you don't want to make yourself seem ratchet, if you don't want to be known as the female who's always fighting or the female with no edges or this, be presentable.
I'm not negating that. I'm not negating what you're saying about that because you are absolutely right. Like, you are in control of your behaviors, your habits, the things you say, the woo. But I do still agree with what Phoenix is saying because, like, these there's room for that in this industry. Like, they get a platform to hire people that are going to fit the bill for this freaking
he's holding
TV
the
show
Squid
that
Games
just
for
pitched.
young black women.
So
low key.
to have
and people know
that as already something that these TV industries want to latch onto. Yeah, now they are casting for those type people, and there are those type people out there.
that's willing to do that.
There are, but I'm just saying there's room for it. There's room to consider that is a part of it.
In my
absolutely.
opinion, there's also just no structure. How I really feel like, because like I said, I grew up on reality TV. I think one of my first reality shows was Jersey Shore.
Yeah.
And but my thing is, what I feel like it is also is just too oversaturated. The fact that y'all don't take a break for a season, y'all legit go to the next city, the next country, like legit
Now they going to Africa.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
It's
like
too much
So
money.
it's like, and my thing is just like, it's just too oversaturated. Because let's be real, the most like really brutal show from what I know was Bad Girls Club. That was probably the only show that was really showing brutal fights. But when you look at the comparison from Bad Girls Club to the Zeus and the Now That's TV shows, there was still a bit of structure and production. Y'all just let these people do whatever they want for the camera. This is not natural. I got beef with Phoenix because XY, like Phoenix.
It's not a natural
Phoenix,
thing.
your glasses is a little bit crooked. Let me.
That's why
It's
they
also-
get paid
And they get paid
more
off
for
of that.
They
And
get
that's what I'm saying.
paid
It's
more.
not natural.
It's
And back in the
also-
Bad Girls Club days, they did things strategically to make people go against each other. That's
And-
what they did. It wasn't like, we're going to give you a little bit extra money if you just do this.
And they had life
It was
coaches
There's
this.
on
also
Bad
going to
Girls
be a
Club.
difference
But that was later
between
in the season. Before it was life
platforms.
coaches, they just did this. Like, exactly. Like,
We have Zeus and then we have Bun and Murray. Bun and Murray was on that's Bad Girl, who Bad Girls Club is under.
Yeah, so my thing
those
is,
are two different platforms.
it's just a little too oversaturated.
Mainstream, underground are two
It's too
different platforms.
oversaturated.
Yeah, but I
It's
just
too
think it's like
overrated.
sinister. My issue, like I said, is that
platforms-
it's exploitative. If it was them telling their story, they like, hey,
Thank
we
you.
the girls from the hood. We gonna
Thank
start our
you.
network and we just gonna fight, and that's who we are. cool.
Yeah.
But for him to manufacture this, and from him coming from big Christianity, it's very nasty. It's very sinister, and it's not okay when we're talking about holding people accountable in our community, because community is going to be all we have right now. So he's somebody who has money and influence, and what he's choosing to do is have Squid Games for poor young black girls and having them knock each other's teeth out and taking them on dates and getting them paid.
And like
all
on
of
Squid
that.
Games, those people chose the X or the circle if they want to stay or leave, and that's what these girls are doing. They choosing if they want to stay or leave. They choosing these. They see audition. They see an audition for Midwest. They're running for it like fiends.
But it's almost,
that's because that's what those girls are wanting to do. Unfortunately,
I don't think
that's what. Yes, they are.
No one is saying that they are not making choices.
Yeah, but the choice is almost forced. If I'm poor,
no, it's not. There's no gun being put to their head.
There's no gun being put to their head, but like
depending on their lifestyle and how
clout. You gotta also remember, clout is a hell of a drug in 2025. So let me say
clout
this:
clout is a side product of poverty.
Let me say this. Exactly, and exactly. So
therefore,
these girls are gonna look at this as a platform, as an opportunity, and run for it. Therefore, that's their decision. He's providing this platform, and it's not just him, because he got his brother too and a few other people. Sure. However, again, I don't give a damn about it. I'm not disagreeing with you. Two things can be true, okay? And two things can be true.
Can be
but
true.
I also just feel like I don't know about his Christian background. I don't know him like that. I don't care. Me personally.
Well, that's what he said in interviews. So.
I don't watch his interviews because I don't care for the person. However, so again, I'm not saying I disagree with you. I don't care for. I'm letting it be. I don't care for the person, right? However, I don't want to just say it's just him, like looking for these. No, these girls are looking for that opportunity because, again, back in the day, I wanted to be on Bad Girls Club. I'm seeing a whole bunch of girls fight. Oh, I used to fight all the time. Yes, I want to be on Bad Girls Club.
A bad girl.
Like, what do you like? Again, Bad Girls Club only stopped because there was mad lawsuits, all types of violence and everything. It got too brutal on Bad Girls Club. So the difference between like a VH1 or Oxygen and stuff, those are televised mainstream television shows. That's like mainstream radio, internet radio, mainstream TV, not mainstream TV. When it's not mainstream, you can do damn near what you want to do and let them people do what they want to do. We don't got to support it.
I still think
it's slimy though, because he comes from wealth, and then they might be looking for him. But he was looking for them first, and like he put that out there
to give also a little bit of also, like you said, like bringing up like backgrounds is we also gotta remember Zeus Network wasn't like this at the beginning.
No,
Zeus Network was more like. Honestly, like, because it was basically the Vine people.
Exactly.
Everybody when Vine shut down, they created Zeus Network.
I was watching Lala on
I saw it was kind of like it was like they don't want to admit it, but let's be real, it was scripted, like dating shows, and things like that. And that's what I'm saying. So it was that, and then honestly, that's when the reality TV world was dying down. Like the big greats, like Bad Girls Club, Jocelyn Hernandez, they were all coming off these networks. So it was like, baby, we might as well snatch them in, and that's how it happened.
Yeah.
But I just say, do what works for you. I also don't want our viewers to be like, oh, well, baby, I tune in every Sunday and got my popcorn and drinks ready. Do what works for you. And to the people that are on these shows, do what works for you. I just say, be safe and just be happy with yourself, and that's really all I said. If you're proud of yourself and going to these networks, and really be safe, because there's people that have been harmed and hurt on these shows that don't really speak up because baby
Tommy put out a
contracts and shit's signed. So
they still human.
Be great and be safe.
Be safe, please.
All right, y'all. Well,
but I'm not.
On a leaving it on something we recommend. Right, is recommending those two shows, the TV show Get Millie Black and the movie 6888.
Absolutely.
We thought was hot, so check those out. And that concludes our Hot or Not.
Yes. Okay, guys, so we're going to go ahead and get into the Get Free segment, where we'll be discussing respecting your boundaries. What does that mean to you? Setting realistic goals and expectations for yourself. So to me, Respect and boundary. Oh, let me tell you. I think y'all done know.
Yeah,
about
we know.
it. Y'all know this already.
We know.
I'm quick to cut somebody off if they don't respect my boundaries. But I had to learn to respect my own boundaries too. Because it's like, we'll say, I don't want to accept this. I don't want to do this. But we'll still keep accepting that until we get good and fucking tired. And then that good and tired moment, we might be like into a depression or a dark space or something like that. So it's literally for me, like, nipping shit in the bud from the jump. Like, I'm learning to respect not just my boundaries, but other people's boundaries too. Like, I ask questions, and that is important. That's how people gonna respect you, and that's how you're gonna respect yourself. So that's how I handle boundaries. But watch the other episodes, guys. Y'all will hear more about that. What about you, Phoenix?
Ooh, I'm good for boundaries. I love having those. But what I learned personally and professionally is just making sure that don't make your boundaries just what you won't do. Like, oh, you can't talk to me that way, because you can't control what somebody can do. You could say you can't talk to me that way, and they gonna talk to you that way. Your boundary is, if you talk to me this way, this is what will happen, because I can control what I do.
Exactly.
And so make sure your boundaries are something that you're going to feel comfortable doing, and that you can sleep at night and you can stand on, So a good chunk of boundaries is being willing to speak up for yourself. Because that's how we communicate. So again, not what I don't talk to me like that, or I'm not going here. Use your I statements and say, hey, I don't like that environment. It's not for me, so I'm not gonna go.
Exactly.
Like,
I agree.
make it a complete sentence so that it is clearly understood. You cannot be misconstrued, and they can't say, oh, well, you just said. No, I said it clearly, fully.
Yeah.
And I'm a professional yapper. I like to talk. So people overstand my boundaries very well.
I love that.
Because I make sure. My best friend, she said, I don't even know sometimes how you get into it with people, because I be very clear.
I think, to your point about boundaries and being clear, that's it. I mean, that's an area that I think I can improve on, not just because I don't feel like I have boundaries, but if you were to be like, girl, what's your boundaries? I wouldn't be able to like spill them off like how you said, this is not the environment I want to be around, so I'm not going to go. Like, I think I just know it when it happens, but I do think it's very important that you know what that is, and you can communicate that clearly, especially if you're building relationships with people. Like, I know a lot of people probably, especially in their 30s or older, have their friend groups and stuff, and may build some relationships here and there. It's important that with those new relationships that you are communicating like your boundaries, and especially when it comes to or leading up to any type of conflicts and stuff. So I think that's something that I can definitely improve on, making it plain so I can articulate that clearly to people. What about you, Hazel?
I think it's just more of like me. I would agree with you too. Like, I don't really see like me, like if someone asks me, hey, what's your boundaries? I can't really tell you like what it is, and that's why I gotta learn what to do. But then once I think about like, what is my boundary? I had to start to think about like what I was allowing people to do. And like one thing I like noticed is like my boundary is definitely not like oversharing anymore. And it's not because of like, oh, I don't trust these people or X, Y, and Z. It's just more like, I don't know really who's behind me and who supports me.
For sure.
It's not like I don't trust you, but it's like, it's hard to tell like when someone's going to be like, oh, there for you. Or sometimes they'll be like, oh, yeah, I'm here for you. And then next thing you know, they're like throwing it right back in your face. It's like, oh, well, bitch, when you was going through this, X, Y, and Z, you was And I don't like that. Like, I don't know. Do any of y'all watch, what's that show? Real Housewives of Potomac?
Yes.
Karen Hugler, she just went through her situation, like, with, her problem with, drinking and driving and things like that. And she decided not to go to the reunion. And I don't like, I'm out the media, but I know she didn't go. I don't know why she didn't go. I don't know if there was a statement of why she didn't go. I did see the trailer. She did like make a video. She did make a video to send a message to the ladies and Andy. But it's more like I could think of me like if I was in a situation is like that's my situation be. I don't want to sit here and be with these girls like, you know, I'm going through this and they're all crying like, you know, oh my God, Karen, we're here for you. And then next, you know, the next season, baby, yeah, because on that camera, you was doing this and you was doing that. So it's like, that's a boundary I want to set for myself. It's just not oversharing to the point where people can use something against me and those things. And also just like, you know, dating wise too, like, you know, I think it's very important to set those boundaries when you are dating. Because I realized like, you know, when I was young, you know, I didn't have like the dating experience. Like I didn't have a boyfriend. I wasn't, you know, being grown and things like that when I was in high school. So I learned all that when I was grown. Yeah. Like I was an adult and I was just being so young and dumb and naive to things as an adult with dating because I didn't experience that in high school. So I could have learned my lessons, my heartbreaks and the cheating and all that. So now going through that as an adult and now being single again, it's more just like I am creating boundaries for myself, and it's really just starting to really show me like how some men, not all men, how some men are, and I'm proud of myself for like holding my ground with some people that have been trying to deal with me because it's just kind of just like you know, God is with me and he's like, baby, not for you, not for you, not for you. Because the more you just, and it's crazy. I want people to start to realize normalize the no's. Like, normalize saying no. And that's not like because you want to just say no, like it's just a no. Just say no to hear people's reactions. When you start saying no to stuff, those true colors start to come out. So even if it's just a simple like, oh, you will want, like you could do it, but just to say no, just see what their response will be. Because you never know what it's going to be. They might just turn to a whole different person because you just said no. So normalize saying that no. When you want to set a boundary, just thinking about things that you want to say no to.
Yep. And if you want to learn how to build boundaries, like I said, write it in a full sentence, even if you don't say it that way. But if you can put it in a full sentence, that means you know the intent and why you setting the boundary. You're not just reacting off of like your emotions or what you don't like, because we are human. So you're going to react and you're going to not like something, but you want to form your boundary very clear and not out of anger. So your boundary can come from, you know what? You can't do that no more because I don't like it, because I don't like the way it makes me feel. And if you do that again, I can't spend time with you anymore. And see, when you can put your boundary out like that, that means you fully thought it out and processed your emotions that you put into the boundary. So make sure, like I said, it's not just what you won't stand for, but what you're going to do. Like, this is my line that I'm drawing, and I can understand it clearly. Because I know, especially in relationships, like you said, I have had that experience where I speak to people and they know in their mind their boundary, but when it's the heat of the moment in the argument, they get flustered and they can get gaslit and they partner done squabbled up like they thought they said something. So when you sit down and you can clearly write that thing out, it's very hard for somebody to kind of do that for you, because you know, again, why I'm doing it and how it's going to affect me. So make sure you're doing that when you set your boundaries.
Amen.
I love that. Look at y'all getting free therapy sessions.
Okay.
Free therapy.
And then make sure, like I said, keep in conversation with us. Let us know how y'all feel about boundaries. What is your biggest boundary that you set for yourself and what you feel like other people should set for themselves?
And shout out to Michelle for the biggest boundary.
Okay.
She said, I ain't going nowhere.
I will not be going nowhere. I do not feel welcome. In Jesus' name.
I won't be going there.
Boom, boom, boom. And we back with another segment. I don't like the word F-U-C-K, so baby, we gonna call it bang bang. Bang bang, marry or heal, where we're gonna talk about, you know, your faves, maybe your favorite TV characters, maybe your favorite artists, maybe your favorite. So we are gonna bang bang, marry, heal these three. We're first gonna start off with a TV show that has been running for some couple seasons, and unfortunately, we would like to announce that it will be their last
Final
season. I have not got the chance to watch it, but I always see boom. 3 seasons. I thought we was on 4. They was running so good. I'm thinking, baby, they're working it. But yes, they're on their 3rd final season. Y'all probably heard of it. It's called Harlem, starring the infamous Black actress Queen Megan Good, baby. So we're gonna bang bang Mary Hill them 3 characters from the show. We first have Megan Good, who plays Camille, Shaniqua Shonda, who plays as Angie, and Grace Byers, who plays as Quinn. So let me start with give me bang bang Mary Hill. Who would you do?
I gotta do the actress. Megan Good, I'm a heel because I feel like she going through some changes.
I agree.
I'm feeling like she going through some changes.
I agree.
And I'm a bang bang Shaniqua Shonda because she is beautiful, and I'm a marry Grace Byers because she's a island gal and a woman of God, spice and innocence. You know,
you're not a woman of God.
that's number 2.
I think
You said spicy innocence.
Spice and innocence.
I like that.
I double down on Phoenix's order. In that order, I feel the same way. Especially for Miss Megan. Like, love Megan as an artist. I mean, not an artist, as an actress.
That's an artist.
And and more, you know. But like, I guess I'd base this off her role in the show. Like, I just be feeling like my girl need to like put her foot down and just say what she want and go after it type stuff. But, you know, and I don't really, I feel like I'm basing it off of how they play in the show. And then Quinn, I like her for both reasons, like how she is outside of the show and then her on the show, although she's a little frantic. I think, you know, I could work with that. Like, you know, she's married material. And yeah, same for, what is it? F? Hunch, bang, bang.
Bang bang.
Hunch,
Bang,
bang, bang.
What about you, Hazel?
Okay, so I have not watched Harlem yet. I'm gonna heal the whole Harlem team in the show because you know, I was supposed to watch it, but I have not tuned in. But if it like God, we really got to start tuning into our shows because the way they are just getting canceled left and right is just not right. So, like final season is just crazy. Like this, like. Y'all know these old shows used to run like seasons, baby.
Yes.
Like Girlfriends had like 8 seasons.
double
Come
digits.
on. So like,
Don't get me started on Girlfriends. That hurt my feelings. How did y'all not give us a finale?
But we talk about Harlem. So, you know, so for me, I didn't watch the show, so I don't know the characters. I'm going to base it off the actors. I'm going to heal, what's her name? Quinn, Grace Byers, because I remember her from Empire. Y'all, my Empire fans, y'all know.
What Cookie called her? Boo Boo Kitty.
Boo Boo Kitty. She said, I should beat your ass right now. She said, but you want to get your face off the floor, bitch. That bitch said, whoa. So I'm gonna heal her from off Empire. Make it good. I'm gonna marry because I'm gonna steal her from the actual man she's with, babe. Like, you know, there's some controversy with that girl, but I want to steal her from her. Like, and I always love Make It Good growing up. She just fab, just cunt, like every road T to the T. And then I will bang bang Miss Shaniqua. You know, I don't know her, so it will just be a one night stand, and that's all. So you can just bang bang her.
Yeah, because I don't really know.
Yeah.
You know,
But he gonna marry.
I'm not marrying Megan.
Ooh.
I'm not marrying Megan. I guess ever since I was a little child, like seeing her in every single role that she plays, it was always so promiscuous. So always the
girl fine.
The real extra sexy. I'm 8 years old, and you like, you know.
She
So
was the it girl
and granted, don't get me wrong. People have their like their niches, what they're great at.
Use what you got
She's
to
great
get
at
what
being
you
the
want.
one with the sex appeal who get fucked by every person she end up being in a relationship with, you know. So I'm not gonna marry her. And this is again, I haven't watched the show, so this is just off of my opinions. I'm not gonna marry her. I'm gonna heal her. My good girl
Lord,
needs
lay
some
hands
healing.
on the Lord.
Yes. Grace. Yeah, I'll marry her. And then fuck.
Bang bang.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I don't know you.
We almost
I don't know you. I'm never going to see you again later.
Almost one band, one sound.
So yes, definitely make sure y'all tune into Harlem. That's coming out. Tune in. So the next one, we're going to throw it back. Hey. So we got to throw it to the 90s man. You know, the infamous 90s man, your faves. So on the list, we got Nas.
I'm hot.
we got Method Man, and we got Tupac. Great roster. I think this is one of the greatest rosters.
Oh my gosh.
So I'm gonna start with Leslie because she over here sweating like I don't know what to do.
It's
so
just
Leslie,
because I literally have no clue. So I'm gonna say for Method Man, I'm gonna say Bang Bang.
Bang Bang. Okay.
You know, like I feel like he just a cool dude. Like I feel like we would get along good. It would be like a, you know, if we did make it sense, it would be like a, you know, and then we can pick up whenever we pick up type thing, you know. So Bang Bang, Method Man. And then let's see. Dang, I feel like
Tupac?
I feel like
Yes.
I feel like I would marry Tupac. Like he gonna be hitting me with some deep thought provoking, you know, stuff, information. Like I could feel like he gonna really care about it. You know what I mean? Like he gonna care about me and he gonna love me. You know. So like I feel like he is like a deep lover. He would have been if, you know, he rest in peace, Tupac. But and then I guess the last thing would be to heal Nas, but I mean, I don't really know why. Just because that's the last one. So yeah,
he from Queens. He need healing. That's the hard
I
life.
was gonna say I'll pick up because I would heal Nas because how he was treating Khalees, and also because he lost that. Well, did he lose the rap battle?
Who was he rap battling with?
JC.
I knew that. I remember that. My bad. I had forgot.
But I'm gonna heal him because he was treating Khalees a little funny style.
Yeah. Same reason for me then too.
I'm a bang bang Tupac because I feel like we could be friends. After. I feel like he gonna want to joke.
You would marry Method Man?
I would marry Method Man.
I'm gonna marry Method Man because he is a faithful husband
He's
to
a
his
faithful
wife.
husband.
He don't
I don't know about his relationship.
Play by his wife.
Okay.
He don't play about
been
his
with his
wife.
woman since that era, 90s.
He don't
Okay.
play.
He cussed out Wendy Williams.
But
for
wait, didn't he punch his daughter boyfriend in the thing?
good.
Yeah,
As he
Good.
should.
See, he don't play.
No, he don't. He don't.
Husband,
He don't.
I agree with Fifi. I would definitely be bang banging Tupac, cause baby, no, back in the day, Tupac, yeah, I get around.
He was get around
Round
and
and
round.
Well, as a grown man,
until he think you switching up in the ops, and now
as a grown man, we
stuff in y'all house.
we gonna pretend that he matured.
Tupac had everybody.
Oh, then he gonna get mad and
Tupac
had
had everybody.
I feel so.
He'll get mad and put it in a song.
Tupac
Could
had
you
everybody.
imagine being like Tupac's girl? He got mad at you and he was like, "Fuck you!"
Baby,
Like, in a
he
song.
done bang Faith Evans. He to get around, baby. So I would just bang with him for the one good night and then let him go do his dealings with all the other females.
I feel you.
He loved Jada.
Yeah, I'm gonna marry Method Man because he I can't even say he was 100% faithful. We probably just didn't get teased in real life, but he's still with his woman to this day.
He be holding
so
her
I
down.
know I could stick beside him. And then Nas, I just don't know him like that, so I'm just gonna heal him off that. I just don't know you like that, baby. But I heard there's some tease with Khalees. I don't know, but I just, like I said, I'm gonna marry Method Man. Tupac, I will only heal him just so he can come back to life and be healed, and then I will bang you. But
That's so-
but we talk about 90s
That is
aspect.
so sweet of
we
you.
talk about 90s aspect. If y'all was all alive at the same time,
Yeah.
that's just what it was.
Yeah.
Nah, for
Okay.
real. With me, I think I don't want to marry Method Man only because
Yeah, say it. Say it.
Yeah, I don't
Be
want
with
to marry
me.
him. I don't want to marry him because then I feel like, of course, marriage come with sex all the time, and to me, he don't look like he. I don't know.
Think he do?
No, sometimes the ones who be looking
Dang,
too
but
good,
that's
it don't be given all the time.
Oh,
right.
no, you're right.
It's a lot, and even if
Yeah.
it might be given like in the motion, it's something like
You think
But
it's
listen,
somewhere?
hey, Tina
So-
Turner, what's love got to do with it? We talking about marriage, baby.
and that's what exactly. And if I'm married to you, I gotta be happy with you
Because she
in
said
that.
she got morals. That's what she said.
baby.
Go
So,
ahead, girl.
Tupac, you could definitely F me if you were
Okay.
still here, but somewhere, wherever you are. But if he, but no, for real though. No, because you know the joke.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
still-
yeah.
He's still somewhere.
He's
but
somewhere, yeah.
he can definitely do it because I feel like the mental stimulation that comes with it. Because when it comes to sex with me, it's a mental thing. So I can't do you if we ain't fucking each other mentally first.
You're the only one that's marrying us. You're the only one that's marrying us. What's going on?
Mm-hmm.
What happened?
Yeah, because he's so chill and calm, and I feel like it's a balance.
He cool
for
though.
me.
He cool though.
You
like
know,
I feel like it's a balance.
I
Cause
seen
he
him in the
seems
club one
chill.
time.
He seems cool. I don't know him in person, but he just seems real chill and cool. I don't know.
He cool.
I'm
So
gonna keep
it's
it
a balance.
bean.
I need a balance.
I never saw the sex appeal of Nas or Method Man. I can see that they're objectively attractive.
Yeah.
Like they're
I
objectively
saw the
attractive men.
attractiveness
But
in
subjectively.
Method Man
But
now
subjectively,
versus
I like
the
weird
90s,
art
though.
niggas. So
Yeah, now I think
Now
I may
it's
be a
like-
little
Did
too
you
niche.
finish
But
yours?
back in the day, it was kind of like,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I mean, a little
Method Man,
too
he
niche.
grew into his
Okay.
looks for sure.
Yeah. But y'all, let's like
But that was cool. I
but
like
let's
that.
like switch it up. Like, let's
But
do-
in all reality, choo choo.
But let's switch it up. Let's switch it up. Let's show up for the L's or the LGBs. Drop the T. But so we gonna talk about the L's. Our girls who like the girls and play with the girls. So first up is Samira Wiley. If y'all don't know, she was on the infamous Netflix show Orange is the New Black, who played
She was
Pusway.
She
All
was
right,
so
Peter, my
cute.
girl. And then we got Jonica Blue, who we all know from Bad Girls. But
Don't like me
my girl
too.
done went mainstream. She was just
Okay.
on the HBO Max show, Rap Shh. So we got her on the list too. And then last but not least, I got the 8-inch in the closet. Young M.A. So we hunching on that 8-inch in the closet. We're gonna start with Jazzy.
I knew it. I knew it.
Okay.
I would let Young M.A. smash. Definitely let Young M.A. smash. I would marry Miss Wiley. And Jonica, we would we would heal each other. I feel like we're both mad fun together, so I feel like within that fun we'll just tap into ourselves and be like, bitch, you went through that, I went through that. Let's get it together. Yeah, so that's my order.
Okay.
Big legs.
Okay, yeah. So I was thinking about this while he was going, and I feel like I would marry Jonica Blue. I feel like mainly because like she seemed to have like a really cool personality, and she cute, and I think like we would probably go good together, married together, woo woo. And who did you say? You said you would heal. Who did you say you would heal?
I said I would heal Jonica.
Okay, so I would heal Samira. Yeah, I don't really know how I heal her. I think I know her from Orange is the New Black, so I'll just say, my girl's going through some things in the show. So yeah,
I said I'd marry her because she seems more mature than me.
Yeah, but she's so cute. Like I just loved her in that show. But okay, and then I would I would smash Young M.A. too. Yeah, but sure.
Girls who ain't even gonna smash Young M.A.
I just feel like she got it. Go ahead.
Mine would actually be the same as Jasmine's. Yeah. I feel like Young M.A. probably would pick the best strap. Like that.
8-inch in the closet.
Yeah, I feel like she would pick the best one. I just couldn't see myself thinking of Samira Wiley that way.
Yeah, nah.
Yeah.
And Jonica, it seems like I went to high school with her or something because of
For
when I
real,
watched her-
Bad Girls.
Yeah.
That's where I know her from.
With her
Oh
blue
yeah.
hair, with her blue hair.
Yeah, so I think mine would be the same as Jasmine.
Okay.
Yes.
Hazel.
What's tea?
Tell us.
If I was
She
on a-
keeps talking
if-
about this 8-inch in the closet. So
If I was in a pop balloon show, they would all get popped. But in the Bang Bang Mary Hill situation, if I did go that way, because I would say I'll be real, y'all. I did try to go the girls' way. I did. I met this one good, cool girl. Oh my God, personality was everything in love, but it was the cunt. I could not do it. But if I was to go down that route, here's what I would do. So, after hearing y'all responses, I did change it up a little bit. So, Bang Bang. I'm gonna bang bang. Yes, definitely Young M.A. I got that 8-inch in the closet. And and I will say she has a sexy voice.
That
and
raspy voice.
And I love talking.
Yeah,
I love talking
yeah,
during
yeah.
Bang Bang.
For
so
sure.
during Bang Bang, you gotta talk to me. So I think, Bang bang.
Facts.
Concur.
Now, I was stuck between Samira and Jonica for heel because Jonica, I know from back in the day from BGC days. And if y'all remember, she had the girlfriend Diamond back at home. And then she had the replacement Asia.
Yeah.
So I was like, ooh. I was like, ooh, wait, hold on. So I was
She
like,
might need some healing.
she might need some healing. But that was years ago. So she might be healed now. And if I think of attractiveness, I would probably be more attracted to Jonica than Samira.
Yeah,
So
same.
I would marry Jonica based on attraction and hopefully that she grew up and like, you know, ready to settle down. She not in her BGC days with that blue ass afro trying to, you know, get around. And I would just heal Samira just cause baby, you know, it's no kill over here, baby. We just healing, you know. Take me denying you as a heal, baby.
I feel like Samira would teach me about like how credit scores and stuff.
I just don't know.
She real mature.
She gonna tell me how to itemize my taxes.
Yeah, I know Pusway. I don't know Samira, so I just
in my mind, I feel like she's gonna teach me how to itemize my taxes.
Do nothing with that. If I don't know you, I don't know you.
That's all right, and that's all right, and that's your business.
So that was our bang bang, marry and heal. Let us know who you would bang bang, who you would marry, and you would heal, baby. If you got all heels, baby, you might as well go ahead and not comment nothing.
Okay, so we are getting back into it with the girls to watch segment. So y'all already know I'm a movie buff, right? And one of my favorite movies is Love and Basketball. My girl Monica, okay, she had to go overseas, you know what I'm saying, like during the off season while she was playing. And now our girls to watch is a new and up and coming women's basketball team, or is it network? Organization.
It's a league.
It's a league, a women's basketball league that basically takes on professionals outside of the normal WNBA season here in the U.S. It's called Unrivaled League, right? Unrivaled League. Okay, it's called Unrivaled League, and they are very active on socials. They have it's basically like a 3-on-3. Yeah, a 3-on-3 game situation. Cool. And so I think this is a really good opportunity to, you know, help our women professionals, our women basketball players stay home. You know, because they got the equality and stuff.
They offer childcare for those ladies as well.
Wow.
So it's really catered to, you know, the women's experience, especially when it comes to having kids, being a mom, you know,
even looking good. Just because you're playing ball, you want to look good still.
Yeah.
So they have hairdressers and everything. So I think that's really dope. Because if I'm not mistaken, I feel like the guys have barbers somewhere. So why can't us females feel, you know, just because it's a sport doesn't mean we can't feel like women. So
right.
I like that.
Yeah.
And I'm not a sports fanatic. So.
Well, yeah.
But I might just. I like 3-on-3s. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah. I think
I hope, because I know a while ago we talked about the Olympics and lack of accommodations. I'm glad to see something has, actually is trying to provide a solution. And I'm just hoping that they see how well the women perform being accommodated, and so that when they go back in season, that they can carry that with them and into the Olympics as well. Because I think it is really dope, even as a non-sports watcher, like Jasmine said, to see that they are getting accommodated so that they can perform their best.
Yeah, and I not only think that it's super helpful for, you know, everything that women go through or have to do just to do the things that they love to do, which in this case is basketball. But, you know, like I was saying before, like, they don't have to travel overseas to make extra money or make money in general, or to just use their talents outside of their normal job. And I think that's really good because economically too, you know, we can keep them here and they can spend time with their families. They can basically better this league and just keep making it great. So I like that there's just more avenues out there for Black women to pursue their passions, especially in the sports industry.
And it's created by two
Yes, two women. It was
from the
created. It was
WNBA.
founded in 2023 by, excuse me for if I mispronounce the name, but Nafisa Collar and Brianna Stewart. Those two women came together and it founded in 2 years ago now.
Were they
in
they were
2023.
basketball players too?
Yes,
Or
they
no?
were
Yeah,
in the
okay.
W. Yeah, they're
Yeah.
in the W.
NBA.
They're active.
They're actively.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay.
So they are active members in the WNBA, and they were actually the ones that founded it. So I'm actually happy that it was them two that pushed that forward, because it just shows that it comes like actually from a personal, and it's not really a strategic or
Yeah.
like a set up thing. This is
Yeah.
really just for like those women in the league. So shout out to those two for being the ones that founded it.
Yeah.
I also kind of like the little name. I don't know the back history of the name Unrivaled, but I would hope it's more just like this is not on the actual WNBA league.
Yeah.
This is definitely something just
Totally
for us.
different,
Like
yeah.
drop on at what was ever going on in the league. This is Unrivaled. Like this is Unrivaled. We're not rivals here. We're not going against each other. Some of
Right.
us are now. You might be working with someone that you into it in WBA. So yeah, I like that though. That's great, because it would definitely be hard. And like I was saying, like this is great for mothers and stuff. I was thinking about like this is great for like wives, daughters who like like they gotta pack their lives up and go to a whole different
Facts.
country.
Facts.
Now they don't gotta sacrifice that no more. Like they don't have to move their whole family to
sure.
somewhere else because they gotta work. Like they can do it here and be happy here, and not like change their family dynamic.
Yes. So it's been a long time coming. You
But
feel
a
me?
change
A long time coming, but a change has come. So and I'm sure I can speak for all of us here, that we want that to elevate and just continue to propel women, but specifically Black women and people of color.
Amen. Let's cheers to that. Shout out to the girls.
I ain't got nothing in the
I don't
chat.
have anything in here.
Which
All
happened?
right.
Go to the episode ending? Okay.
This was episode 11, right?
Mm-hmm.
12?
We
don't
just
gotta
been
say
saying another episode.
Yeah.
We've been
Okay.
saying. That's what I saw.
Okay.
All right.
This has been another episode of CareFreeBlackGirl podcast.
Okay. All right, y'all. This has been another episode of the Carefree Black Girl podcast. Y'all can find us everywhere at Carefree Black Girl, Instagram, Carefree Black Girl Inc., and Twitter, aka X, CFBG Pod. I'm your girl, Big Les, aka Leslie Latrice, your favorite veteran and entrepreneur. You can catch me on YouTube every Sunday at 3:30, and I'm gonna pass it to my girl Phoenix.
Hey. Y'all, it's Dr. Phoenix Lux. I am your favorite fantasy baddie and fairy. You can catch me on Substack. You can also, catch me on YouTube as well. And most importantly, follow the Care Salon, spelled SOULAAN. That is my practice for Black women and femmes for mental health services.
Yay.
So,
Period.
for us, by us. So make sure you do that. And also don't forget to stream us on Revolt. We're powered by Revolt. So
Period.
make sure you stream us. And I'm passing it off to Miss Jazzy.
Yes, it is me, Jasmine Taylor TV. This has been another dope-ass episode of Carefree Black Girl Podcast. Make sure y'all follow me on Instagram, Jasmine Taylor TV, as well as the entire cast. But my good sis gonna let it go.
And it's your girl Hazel Harvey. Please stay safe, please stay woke, and please stay blessed. In Jesus' name we pray.
Amen.
And stay dangerous.
See y'all on the next one. Bye.